So with that in mind, why does Putin want Pokrovsk so badly? Why does he need it? Historically, Pokrovsk would have made sense. It was once a railway junction, a mining and coking hub tied Ukraine's steel industry. But today there's not much of that left. No functioning mines, usable trains, and no industry to seize. And that's before even going into the fact that the city's been turned to rubble. You gain nothing from it. It's a big deal because Russian media or propagandism says it's a big deal. And in that lies a tragedy. Russia is losing up to 8 soldiers per square metre of captured territory here. The population, once 60,000, is now down to perhaps a tenth of that, many sheltering in basements of this city. And yet the Kremlin insists that it matters, because it has to. That's the deeper point here. If Putin can't claim Kiev, can't claim Kharkiv, then he needs something, anything, to parade as proof that Russia is winning. Pokrovsk has become that symbol, a microcosm of this much larger delusion that is Putin's mind. For the Russian public, it's a victory. For the military, it's a, Pyrrhic one. You'll use 3 times as many troops by taking 1.5 times the losses of Ukraine, just to seize what is now a ghost town. And so what does this say about the state of the Russian army? A little bit on that in a moment. You see, for Ukraine, the question isn't whether Pokrovsk matters, it's about the level of worth in its bigger strategy. Indeed, its strategy has always been about asymmetry, trading space for time, and time for the overall Russian exhaustion. Russia still fights like it's 1943, assuming sheer manpower will overwhelm its enemies, and indeed, that is an important component. Ukraine does not have the manpower that Russia can call upon. But modern warfare doesn't work like that anymore. Drones, artillery, long-form strikes, cybernetics, all of these mean that mass alone no longer wins wars. It's why Russia's obsession with towns like Pokrovsk reveals an outdated mindset, one rooted in 20th century thinking that confuses territorial grabs with strategic progress. The fixation on symbolic victories over substance that leads to the systemic absolute losses for Russia, a country we all assumed would sweep Ukraine in a week, and yet how it doesn't even have the capacity to hold ultimate fronts that it did in yesteryear. And ultimately, its back end, the backyards of its supply chains, ever more at risk from Ukraine strikes, and the Russian military unable to do anything. That's why Ukraine can afford to arguably cede this bit of territory when necessary. Its goal is to bankrupt Russia's ability to fight, destroy these oil depots, supply chains, industrial production achieves more than holding another block of ruins in Donetsk. And ultimately, that leads to frustration within the Russian Kremlin, within the government, the regime, and you get infighting, as we see increasingly between the FSB and the MOD. In Pokrovsk, therefore, Russia has the wrong strategy for the wrong century. Now, if you're finding this breakdown useful, do give the video a like and consider subscribing as I continue to break down these developments in real time and trying to provide a mix of Western but also Russian perspectives of how the things work, as well as covering forgotten conflicts like those in Sudan.